Good morning, good morning, good morning. So life's all about making decisions, right? And I've been put in a tough position, and I have to make a decision. So what would you do? Would you stay in California or would you leave and go home? That's the question. In the past week, all the craziness in the U.S. With the coronavirus and people going crazy, and it's just like wow, just going out, seeing people grabbing and taking everything and not rationing out or sharing or thinking about the next person. It's been crazy, man, and it, it's just disappointing to see how some people act and how they move, man. Not even thinking about the next person come beside them, man. Um, but yeah, would you leave or would you stay? That's the question. So right now, at my school, we're in a tough situation. Um, Graduation canceled. All classes are going online. So this is stuff that we know already. Um, all the students in the area are pretty much moving, going home, and leaving. And so I have to ask myself the question: Am I going to go like everybody else? Or am I going to stay? So I ask people at home: Should I come home or should I stay in California? Come on home, Craig. I ask people in California: Should I go home or should I stay? No, you should stay here. Wow. So what would you do? The decision I decided to make was to stay here, despite all of the stuff that's going on. And I decided to do that because when I came to California, I said I wanted to be here to challenge myself. I said I wanted to be here to put myself in uncomfortable positions and make the best out of it and see how much and how far I can go and what I can do with what I have. So reasons I decided to stay here was one, traveling back to Maryland, I would either have to fly, which is the first option. I could get sick and not know I got it and give it to my grandparents or my mom, and they probably wouldn't be able to survive it because of all the health issues that they have. I could take a train home, but stopping to so many cities could cause those same issues. Um, and I don't want to get them sick. And the traveling part of it is like, yeah, that's a little rough. If I stay, I may run out of money. I may run out of resources. I may be the only one here. So, what do you do? But again, I decided to stay. And here's why. Because after I finished this master's program, I decided to stay and live in California to start my startup and continue to work on it. And when I first came to California, I was homeless for like 2 months. A lot of people didn't know, and I would go to class every day and act like everything was fine. I had some things under control, but um, it was rough worrying about the next place you're gonna go every week. Um, and so if I go all the way to Maryland, yes, I'll be with family and friends and be comfortable, but I don't like being comfortable. And eventually, when this my program online anyway officially finishes, um, it'll be 10 times harder for me to come back here and try to do the same thing, get the same position that I did before I left. And so initially staying here will be easier. The transition will be easier. Everyone's leaving. A lot of people are canceling their leases. A lot of landlords are going to be out of tenants. And at a certain point in time, I can come and swoop in and be like, well, I'm your guy because you need to fill these spots. And at a certain point, if enough people leave, a lot of places are going to be vacant, and I'll be able to, as a tenant, negotiate what my price would be until everything flips and clears over. So I think the best bet for me is to stick around, um, use my resources, continue to build my network, and build this company out here because this is essentially where I want to be. When you face adversity and you face challenges, you can't just run and evade and run back home. No, you got to face this head on. I'm excited for what's happening, what's to come of this journey. I'm excited to figure out how much I can endure and go through and push through to become and what I become out of this whole situation. But I'm not running. I'm not going home. Um, But I'm gonna be right here where I'm at, and I'm gonna give it everything I got, and I'm gonna be the best I can be throughout this whole coronavirus situation and after. I have a plan in life, and I have to get that. And going back home right now, it wasn't in the plan. So I got to be the best I can be. I got to do what I got to do, push through. But lastly, I just got to say that all those people who, family, friends, and everybody, man, I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys for being worried about me being out here by myself in the situation. But I'm out here with some good people, and it's not just me out here by myself. There's a few other people out here by myself, and we all working together, living together. Thank you to those people who actually offered to open up their doors, even on the West Coast, to help me out. But I love you guys, and this soon will pass over, and everything will be fine. But God bless and Godspeed. Continue to be great.